Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekly look at the broader market trends. And as we get ready for the big hurricane here in Florida, let's see what the market is doing. S&P 500, we're going to stick to the weekly charts. We're using the tradingview.com charts. And you can see for the week we had a little bit of a down candle, nothing major, almost a pin bar here. Kind of finished in the middle of its trading range, just down a little bit from the week before. Really, it's an inside candle here. If you back this out, you can see this trend that began in at the beginning of February of 2016 has just not stopped. I mean, we're far closer to all-time highs than we are to any new lows. So market is still looking very strong. I have no idea how long this is going to continue. Would be nice if we had a decent pullback to give us some momentum to the upside, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It just continues to grind higher. Looking at the Dow, same situation. We're far closer to new highs than any new lows. NASDAQ looks a little different. We had a really strong candle the week before. Then you had a little bit of a down candle, inside candle. So this actually looks very strong for the NASDAQ. I would not be surprised to see some new highs in the NASDAQ next week. Next, we'll look at the dollar index. The U.S. dollar just continues to head lower. And I was looking at this 92 area as like the ledge that this thing was about to fall off of, and it did. It finished below 92, backed off of its absolute low a little bit on Friday, but it still looks pretty ugly here. And unless we get some intervention from the Federal Reserve, I would expect this to continue lower. I mean, there's no support here until you get all the way down to 80 at this point. So I'm definitely will be looking for shorting the dollar on any intraday dollar strength. Next one to look at is oil. Oil just isn't doing anything right now. Even with all the hurricanes we're having, oil just seems to be hanging around in this very, very narrow trading range we're in right now. So the longer we stay in that narrow trading range, the bigger the breakout will be once it happens. But the question is, will it happen to the upside or the downside? Definitely we have further to go up than we do down, but anything's possible at this point. So I would not be rushing to take on trades in oil at this moment. The energy sector has had a 3-week rise, but we've seen that before. You saw a little uprise here. It looked like maybe this downtrend was over. Then we get slapped down to new lows, and this looks like all we've established so far is a new lower high. So until we get above like 67 or 67.50, then this downtrend is still very much in play. Next thing we're going to look at is our metals. Gold. Gold is beginning to look exciting here. We got up above 1350 before pulling back a little bit. Let's bring this thing out. And this 1350 area through 1400, that is a area of high resistance. If we can grind our way and break through that 1400 level, then this thing has room to run. So maybe we are finally breaking the this long-term downtrend we've had in gold. Gold is actually up, looks like 16% year to date. So so gold is having a real good move. If you look at, I hear my dogs, it's starting to rain outside, so they're barking at that. Look at silver. Silver doesn't look too impressive, but it is starting to break through some major resistance here. But if we can get above this area up here, things will start to look more interesting for silver. Back this out some. I mean, it looks like we've been just in a long basing pattern here. So if we can get above this noise up here, above 20, 21, 22, then things will really start to look up for silver. And we really want to see silver leading gold. That's usually the trend. It's not happening as of yet. Silver is up, 12% for the year versus 16% for gold. The gold miners. This chart doesn't look too impressive, but still gold miners are up 20% year to date. So this has been a nice move, and just like gold, we're starting to break through some overhead resistance here. $26 will be a good number to see a weekly close above. We clear that, then we can take on these highs from 2016. And we clear above that, then we're off to the races in the gold miners as well. So things are looking a lot better for the metals. Maybe all the manipulation that's been going on by the big banks is starting to be unwound, and they might be willing to let these metals run higher for a while, but we'll just have to see. But just be cautious. They've done this to us before. They've let this thing run up just like they did here, got everybody excited, then just crash the market again. So anyway, that's what I have for you. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend. If you're here in Florida like I am, stay indoors and stay safe. Catch you later.